Yo, what is going on? Thank you for clicking on today's video. Now, before I start, I know this subject probably isn't going to be the most popular subject on my channel, but it's something I really want to talk about, and I've said it a lot of times, I'll be honest. CDProjektRed are my favourite games developers of all time. Two absolutely flawless games, 10 out of 10s, masterpieces, regardless of genre, the two of the best games ever made, Witcher 2 and The Witcher 3. Flawless, fucking masterpieces, and Cyberpunk 2077 looks to be shaping up the same damn way. Games developers, take note of what CDProjektRed do and do the same things. Your game might be more successful and you won't have any PR disasters. Do you get what I did there? Did you get what I did there? The PR disaster, yes, CDProjektRed had a PR disaster the other day. They made a harmless joke and the social justice warriors were triggered. How dare you assume their gender? A CDProjektRed dev tweeted as a joke, and people flipped their fucking shit. It was a joke. So games developers, take note of everything else they do, but don't make an innocent joke because you'll be flamed and your sales will go down from people who aren't even going to fucking buy your game. You've been living under a rock the past week. Let me enlighten you. CDProjektRed, out of absolutely nowhere, dropped us a 45-minute gameplay demo of Cyberpunk 2077, and that's ridiculous. This game's been kept under wraps for 4 or 5 years. Since it's been developed, we've not had a sniff of gameplay. We've had a couple screenshots, and that's about it. And CDProjektRed have been tight-lipped on absolutely everything. And The Witcher 3 launched 3 years ago, and the only other game we've seen from them is Gwent, which is it's a card game. It's like Hearthstone. It's one of those games. It's a very niche market, but they made that nonetheless. And holy shit, the game looks phenomenal. The game looks amazing. Just from the short 45-minute gameplay, trailer, demo, whatever you want to call it, walkthrough, it looks like The Witcher in the future. Got all the choices, the interesting characters, so many different ways a mission can play out, and I think it was only a short side mission we got shown. The abilities look fantastic. I don't think we've ever had a game set in like a dystopian future what's going to be as good as Cyberpunk. This game, I have got all my faith in CDProjektRed. I've said this in multiple videos. They are flawless developers. Just don't make the same mistakes. Games developers watching this video, don't make the same mistakes of catering to SJWs and apologising for simple jokes. And CDProjektRed, if you're watching, you didn't have to apologise. Fuck them. They're not going to buy your game anyway. But what makes this game walkthrough, trailer, demo, again, whatever you want to call it, so interesting is that it had the best like to dislike ratio ever on a YouTube video. I think it was like 99.5% liked the trailer compared to disliking it. I think it had like 4 million views. When you compare that to Battlefield 5's trailer, or Call of Duty Infinite Warfare's trailer, or Call of Duty Black Ops 4, even Red Dead Redemption 2's gameplay that we've seen so far, they're nowhere near as good. This shows how excited people are for CDProjektRed's next game. The Witcher 2 and The Witcher 3 were flawless masterpieces in my opinion. I'd give them both 10 out of 10. I know there's people who are going to disagree with that. I know every game has haters. But I look at games from an unbiased standpoint. If a game's good, I'll tell you it's good. If a game is shit, I will tell you it's shit. And I loved The Witcher 2. I loved The Witcher 3. So many different choices. And I've been a massive fan of RPG games since I was like 6 years old, playing Oblivion, playing Morrowind. They're just amazing games. RPG games let you immerse yourself in a whole nother world. And when they add choices into the equation, holy shit, cater me excited. When there's choices in it and the storytelling's on point, then I'm drawn in. I could spend 2-3 days playing that fucking game and not want to damn move. The Witcher 3 had me wrapped in its damn story. And Cyberpunk looks like it's going to do the same damn thing. And I'm fucking excited, lads. Now, if for some reason you don't believe me, you don't think this game is the next coming of Christ, then let me just explain to you. Let me just explain a little bit better and see how other people are feeling about this. Now, take a look. Oh, I'm not subscribed. Let me subscribe right now. 381,000 likes. 5,900 dislikes. Let me just say it, lads. I think the dislikes will be from the people that pissed off on Twitter when they tweeted, "Did you just assume my gender?" But this gameplay reveal, or 48 minutes, I was wrong, not 45, is one of the best gameplay reveals I've ever seen, and one of the best received gameplay reveals I've ever seen. And I followed gaming since I was like hardcorely, like since 8, 9 years old. every day on the internet, looking at gaming articles, reading about new games. I was always that nerdy person among my friends who knew every single game release date, and I'd read up on all the games. I knew what it was going to include, and everybody thought I was a fucking nerd, but I knew what I was getting myself in for. And when I read about CDProjektRed, I knew they were the game developers for me. Now, not only is the customization in this game unreal, they show it at the beginning of the gameplay reveal. The choices you make here can also impact how you play in game, what happens to you in game. Like, you can choose your prior convictions if you've been in prison before. You can choose your education, like a key life event, like a death of a sibling, ran away from home, first big kill. Please name me another game which gives you these sort of choices as the game is starting. I love having these choices and not being on a linear path. Witcher 2 was quite linear in its open worldness, but the choices you made definitely impacted the game. I played it 3 different times and got 3 different endings, and I'm expecting like 30 different endings in Cyberpunk 2077 if I'm being honest. I don't know how many endings they've put in this game. They've been working on it for a damn long time. And just the customization in this game looks like no RPG we've ever seen. Sure, like creating your character down to tons of different details on a face, or his face, might not be as good as like Skyrim, but the choices you can make at the beginning, like have you been in prison before, your first big kill, have you been in trouble with the police, that's unique. That is unique, and that is why I love CDProjektRed. Now, I've took my face cam off just so you can sort of immerse yourself in what we're going to watch, and I just want to get my point across even more, that for a games developer and publisher, they publish their own games. That was first big game was in 2011 with The Witcher 2. They have come on leaps and bounds. We've got other games developers and publishers which have been around for 20 years producing massive games who can't match what CDProjektRed are doing. And that just shows the commitment they have got to this industry, which tons of other games developers, they don't give a shit. They're just here for the money. CDProjektRed are about producing quality content to share with us. I don't know how many times I have to say that, but truly, that is what they're trying to do.
Is set in Night City, a bustling metropolis located on the coast of the free state of North California. It's a dystopian city where violence and oppression are the norm. We are working hard to make Night City a fully realized, seamless open world with no loading screens. Currently, we're in Watson, a former industrial district where crime now mixes with money.
Yes, did you all hear that? They're trying to make Cyberpunk 2077 have no loading screens. Could you imagine how big of a step forward that would be in the industry, when the map is going to be like 2 or 3 times the size of The Witcher 3, which was absolutely huge, with no loading screens whatsoever. That will be one of the biggest steps forward in the game industry to date. Once they've done it, it won't be acceptable to have loading screens in your open world games anymore. I'm sorry, Bethesda, you'll have to keep up, because in Fallout and your goddamn Elder Scrolls games, the loading screens are half of the damn time you're playing. The same with Rockstar. Jesus Christ, in GTA Online, the loading screens are like 10-15 minutes at a time. I really hope CDProjektRed pulled this off. I want to support them in any possible way I can. And from the gameplay reveal, I'm just so excited. I know we're probably going to have to wait another year minimum for this game. I'll say, if I'm being honest, probably the end of 2019 when it comes out. Let's just be real. This game's been in development for 4 or 3 years. It looks amazing, but let's not rush this game out. This is what happens. They get too excited, then they rush the game out. They see the massively great reception it's had and think, shit, we are going to sell tons of copies. Let's push it out. Well, that's what EA and Activision would do. I don't think CDProjektRed will do that. Now, I do want to read some comments, because for some reason, people who don't know much about gaming seem to think we're all cancerous and we're all just dickheads. That's not true. People get mad when they should be mad, like Call of Duty World War II. People had the right to be mad with the wool they were pulling over his eyes. Sledgehammer Games and Activision, that is. And people have the right to be mad at Battlefield 5 with the wool EA and DICE are trying to pull over his eyes. When gamers get what they want, we are the most grateful people ever. And that's evident by the first 3 Witcher games. Everybody loves them. Now, let's just read some of the comments so people don't think we're all cancerous douchebags. Don't mind me here, just here for my daily dose. This game will kill all interaction I have with humans for weeks, thank you. Oh my god, the music in this game's so perfect. You forgot to loot Royce, the loot. That was just part of the damn trailer. If Blade Runner and Judge Dredd had a baby, then CDProjektRed raised it. Jesus Christ, giving me so many reasons to buy this game. Fine. Finally a good game in 2018 that's not Battle Royale. Single player games are dead. EA again. Look, we've just got to mock EA. Let's just mock them because they seem to just spout shit all the time. And that was another statement EA said. They thought EA single player games were dying, which is why they cancelled Star Wars 1313. You pricks. That game should have been special, and you've ripped it away from the damn developers. EA now officially has gone to a coma. That's all I have to say really. Let's have a look. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this bit here, this was my favourite part of the gameplay walkthrough. They shot away his legs and went, Jesus Christ, my legs! With half of his body gone, he still manages to scream about his legs. And the Gore, we finally have a massive game with a huge budget that's going to bring back Gore. Every game seems to be removing it because they're scared to offend people. CDProjektRed aren't those people. They're not scared to offend people. Look, they blew his fucking head off and they blew his legs off. It's bringing me back to Call of Duty World at War days, where the Gore in that game was unmatched at that time, and CDProjektRed had just gone that one level above it, and they're beating it. Now, I just want to emphasise on this more. The like to dislike ratio is the best of any recent game trailer or recent gameplay walkthrough we've had, and I've got the 4 biggest games right now at the minute. Cyberpunk 2077, Battlefield 5, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 will probably finish as the best-selling game of 2018. We know Battlefield 5's got a lot of shit, so that's not going to finish top, but let's just look at the like to dislike ratios on those games, and you'll be surprised. So let's start with Battlefield 5. These are the newest trailers for each game. I'm not going to show you all the dislike ratios and all the trailers because we'll be here all fucking day. So Battlefield 5 official company trailer, 65,000 thumbs up and 46,000 thumbs down with 1.7 million views. I mean, that's one of the fucking reasons why Bionic Woman over here. So the comments are a bit bad. Let's just avoid that. Let's jump over to Call of Duty Black Ops 4 multiplayer trailer. I'd show you the campaign trailer, but there isn't a fucking campaign, so that's a bit impossible. 11 million views, 223,000 dislikes. 223,000 dislikes. Yes, and this is a Call of Duty game which a lot of people are excited about. So yeah, work that out in what way you want. Now, Red Dead Redemption 2. This is Rockstar's most anticipated game of all time. 16 million views. Now, this is the original reveal trailer back in 2016, but my point still stands. 287,000 thumbs up, I'll give it a like now, and 8,000 thumbs down. Let's look at Cyberpunk. 5,900 thumbs down. Even with the controversy they caused with their Twitter posts, they've still got a better like to dislike ratio than Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, I'm not comparing the two games. I think they'll both be 2 10 out of 10 games. I'm so excited for Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm just pissed off there's no PC release. But those two games are just going to shit on everything. I think those two games are going to be 2 of the best games of the damn decade. Whereas Battlefield 5 and Call of Duty Black Ops 4, they're going to fall into obscurity. No one's going to give a fuck about those games 2 or 3 years after they're released. Because you know what it is? It's annual releases with Battlefield and Call of Duty. Yes, Battlefield didn't do an annual release last year. But the time before it was Hardline, then 4, then Battlefield 1. They bring out too many games. They should focus on a set game for 3 or 4 years, continually support it. They did it for 2 years of Battlefield 1, but EA, they need that money for the stockholders. They need that fucking money. Whereas Cyberpunk and Red Dead Redemption 2, they're in it for the long run. These games are going to be around for a long time with lots of updates, and people are going to continuously play them. Witcher 3 came out 3.5 years ago, and it still has over 20,000 people playing right now on Steam. And that's just on the fucking PC. So these games are around for the long run, and that's why I believe you should support CD Projekt Red. Shit lads, if you did enjoy my video and you're excited for Cyberpunk 2077 and you think it's going to be the best game of the decade, hit that thumbs up. If you didn't, hit dislike. Let me know in the comment section what game you think is going to outsell it or has been better received, because Battlefield 5 and Call of Duty Black Ops 4 sure as shit haven't. Anyway lads, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and turn on post notifications. Yes, because YouTube, they're shafting me lads, they're never sending out fucking notifications. I know that because I logged onto my second account, subscribed to myself obviously, just to see if the post notifications work, and shit, I ain't getting no notifications, so I don't know what the fuck you played at there, YouTube, you trying to fuck me. All my social media links will be in the description down below. Give me a follow if you haven't already. I love you all, and I will see you all in the next video.
These girls wanna tie a kid down and keep me around, but I would never change. I'm a dog, I'm a hound, but I tell them what they wanna hear. They like how it sounds till I'm gone with the wind and I'm lost, never found. I met her at my show, then we smashed right after. If we go 3 rounds,